Hello everyone, welcome to your physics class of class 6th. I hope you all will be fine. Students, in our last video, we had completed lesson number 4. Now today in this video, we will start lesson number 5. Okay, so let's begin our class. Lesson number 5 is light. Okay, so all of you know what is light. Light is a form of energy that affects our eyes to produce a sensation of vision. Means an object becomes visible to us when light after striking the object. Means when light from a source after striking that particular object falls on our eye, then only we are able to see that object. Okay, light itself is not visible, but it makes other objects visible to us. Okay, so light is a form of energy that which enables us to see the objects around us. Now, sources of light. There are two types of sources of light. Natural sources of light as sun, star, Jugnu, all these are natural source of light. And artificial, second is artificial sources of light. So artificial source of light are a glowing electric bulb, electric tube light, a burning candle, kerosene lamp. All these are examples of artificial source of light. Now, luminous and non-luminous bodies. So the bodies which emit light on their own are called luminous bodies, as sun, stars, burning candle, electric lamp. All these are luminous bodies because they emit light of their own. Okay, they shine by their own light, and a luminous body provides us light. Okay, now the next is non-luminous bodies. Non-luminous bodies are those which do not emit light by their own, but they become visible to us by the light falling on them from luminous body. As you can see here, moon is a non-luminous body, earth, table, all these are non-luminous bodies because light from a luminous body after striking that object when reaches our eyes, and then only we are able to see that particular object. Those type of objects are known as non-luminous bodies. For example, book, chair, table, earth, or these all these are non-luminous bodies because they becomes visible when light from a luminous body falls on it, and after striking it reaches our eyes, and we are able to see that particular object. Okay, so these are non-luminous bodies. Non-luminous body becomes visible when light from a torch reaches our eyes or from any other source reaches our eyes after striking the that particular object. Okay, so these are non-luminous bodies. Now, seeing the moon. Moon is also a non-luminous body. We see moon shining at night, but moon is not a luminous body. It is a non-luminous body. It has no light of its own. The moon receives light from the sun. Moon receives light from the luminous source, that is sun, and this sunlight after striking the moon reaches us on earth, and due to which it is seen shining. Okay, so moon is also a non-luminous body because it does not have light of its own. Now, some important terms: transparent, translucent, and opaque objects, substances. Now, what are these substances? Transparent substances are those substances through which light passes completely. Okay, so a transparent substance is a substance if light passes through it easily, means all the substances through which light passes easily are known as transparent substances. For example, glass, air, water, all these are transparent substances. Now, translucent substances are those substances which allow light, only a part of light to pass through it. Means only a part of light pass through those substances, and those substances are known as translucent substances. For example, ground glass, tracing paper, wax paper, greased paper, all these are translucent substances. Okay, now the third is opaque substances. A substance is said to be opaque if it does not allow any light to pass through it. Means those substances which do not allow any light to pass through it, those substances are known as opaque substances. For example, wooden screen, metallic sheets, butter paper, black paper, all these are examples of opaque objects. Now, thus, if light travels in a medium, the medium must be transparent. Now, extended and a point source of light. A luminous body such as torch, electric lamp, or burning candle emits light, and it is called extended source of light. Okay, so these are extended source of light. Now what is point source of light? When these extended source of light, a point source of light is obtained either by placing a screen having a fine hole. As you can see here in this diagram, a screen is placed in front of this burning candle with and this screen has a fine hole. So when a point source of light is obtained either by placing a screen having a fine hole in front of the luminous body, or by placing the luminous body inside a box with a that is having a fine hole on one of its side. Okay, so this is known as point source of light, means a light that pass through this fine hole is known as the point source of, that is point source of light. Now third, see, a ray and a beam of light. The light given out by a point source spreads in all direction, moving in straight lines, and the light traveling in any one direction in a straight line is called a ray of light. Means a single a light that passes in a straight line, that is known as a ray of light. A ray of light is represented by a straight line bearing an arrow. This is known as a ray of light. Now what is beam of light? A group of light rays given out from a source is called a beam of light. Means when these a group of light rays when given out from a source, that is known as a beam of light. Means a group of rays is known as a beam of light. Now a beam of light can be of three kinds: parallel beam of light, as you can see here, these are parallel beam of light, and divergent beam of light, as you can see here, this is divergent beam of light, and this is third type is convergent beam of light. Now a beam of light given out from a point source at a finite distance is spread out in different directions, and it is called a divergent beam of light. Means, as you can see here, this type of rays is known as these type of beam is known as divergent beam of light. When the beam of light given out from a point source at a finite distance is spread out in different direction, when the beam of light is spread out in different direction, that is known as divergent beam of light. Now when a beam of light coming towards a point is called a convergent beam of light. Means all these beam of rays of light, that is known as a beam of light, comes to a point that is known as a convergent beam of light. Now rectilinear propagation of light. The property of light to travel in a straight line path, that is known as rectilinear propagation of light, because light always travel in a straight line, and the motion of light in a straight line path is known as rectilinear propagation of light. As you can see here, these light rays uh, uh, are in a straight line. So this is a property of light, that it always travel in a straight line path, and this is known as rectilinear propagation of light. Applications of rectilinear propagation of light are uh, in a pinhole camera, formation of shadows, and eclipses. Now further explanation means I will explain you all these application of propagation of light in detail in the next video, and now we will do some question answers. So today in this video I will give you question answer from 1 to 20. Okay. Question number 1 is, what is light? Define it. Light is a form of energy, that is the external physical cause that affects our eyes to produce the sensation of vision, or you can write the same definition that I explained you in the lesson also. Second is, how does light make an object visible? An object becomes visible to us when the light after striking the object reaches our eyes. Light itself is not visible, but light makes objects visible to us. Question number 3, name two natural sources of light: sun, star, jugnu, firefly. These are the natural sources of light. You can write any two. Fourth is, list two artificial sources of light: electric bulb, torch, NOI lamp, fluorescent tube, candle. All these are artificial sources of light. Question number 5, differentiate between the luminous and the non-luminous bodies. Give two examples of each. So the luminous bodies, the bodies which have light of their own, example sun, star, bulb, all these are luminous bodies, and non-luminous bodies which do not have light of their own, example moon, chair, table, all these are examples of non-luminous bodies. Now you can write all these answers um, from here. Either you can take the screenshot or you can simply pause the video and you can complete your work in your notebook, and then you have to learn. Now question number 6 is the moon a luminous object? Moon is not a luminous object, it is a non-luminous body. It has no light of its own. Question number 7, what do we call a body that shines on its own? This is shines. Okay, shines. So the bodies that shines on its own, or we can say which themselves emit their own light, are called luminous bodies. Okay, now question number 8, what do we call an electric bulb producing light? Luminous object. Now what is a transparent medium? Give two example. A medium which allows the passage of light through it easily is called the transparent medium. For example, glass, air, water, etc. Explain the difference between a transparent, translucent and an opaque object medium. Give two examples of each. So this is your answer. Transparent object, definition and example. Translucent and opaque. You can also write the definitions that I explained to you in the lesson. Now question number 11. What do we call a substance through which we cannot see light? So that object is known as opaque medium, and the examples are butter paper, black paper, wood, table, etc. What do we call a substance through which light passes? Give an example of such substance. So such substances are known as transparent substance, and glass, water and air are the examples. Can a transparent medium form an image? Explain your answer. No, a transparent medium cannot form image. All the light that passes through a transparent medium completely pass through the substance. For the formation of image, it is must that the light rays get reflected through the surface. Question number 14. How can you obtain a point source of light? So this I already explained you in the lesson. You can write from there or you can write from here. Now question number 15. Define the terms ray of light and a beam of light. So a light traveling in one direction in a straight line is called a ray of light, and when the group of light rays given out from a source is called a beam of light. You have to draw the diagram also. What do you mean by rectilinear propagation of light? Light travels in a straight line path, and this is called the rectilinear propagation of light. Now describe an experiment to show that light travels in a straight line path. This you can write from here or you can write from the lesson. On page number, from page number 68, you can write activity 2 or you can also write activity 3. And you have to draw the diagram also, or you can simply write this activity 2 and draw the diagram also. In which of the following two arrangements A and B shown in the diagram you can see the light of the bulb? Explain your answer. So you can write from here. We can see the light of the bulb in the arrangement A. As you know that light travels in a straight line path, so this is a straight rod and we can see the light from this rod. Question number 19. Name a simple application of the rectilinear propagation of light. So pinhole camera is a simple application of rectilinear propagation of light. Now, what is a pinhole camera? Draw a neat and label diagram. So pinhole camera is a simple application of rectilinear propagation of light, and this is a diagram for pinhole camera. You have to draw this diagram. Okay, so you have to complete your work in your notebook, and also you have to read the lesson so it will be more clear to you. And further remaining question answers I will give you in the next video. Thank you.